What's going on, everybody? You are now tuned into another episode of Everyday Heroes, and we got real name Wynton, JB written, and the aunt of dragons on the show. Jazz the Queen Lioness. She might be in and out of here, but if not, we'll catch her on the flip side. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the show. This is Everyday Heroes. We are all streaming platforms, iTunes, Spotify, you name it, we own it. You know what I'm saying? We just got up on Stitcher and all that good stuff. So, and Jazz is connecting right now. So, Jazz and Queen Lioness just joined us once again. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the show, and let's go. So, um, we're gonna get into some topics. We're gonna get into some topics, and there's some things we gotta talk about. We gotta talk about Kanye. All right, we gotta talk about Kanye. We're gonna talk about that first. And before we get into our topic, actually, how was your week, JB?
Hey, my week was good, brother. We in here. Good to be live. That's it. That's it,
All
y'all.
right,
That's it.
all right, man.
That's it, man. I'm done.
That's great. And the Aunt of Dragons.
My week has been busy. My job has
Okay.
been offering us a lot of overtime. I've been trying to be consistent with that on top of going to the gym and been getting my butt kicked with both things. So, yay, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Good. 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 All right. And Jazz, are you in here? Or you're not? How you doing this week?
I'm
All
doing
right.
fine, other
Okay.
than having these technical difficulties. I'm here.
All right, all right, all right. Everything good, then everything good. So let's go ahead and get into our topics. We're gonna go ahead and talk about Kanye, right? We're gonna talk about Kanye and his comments at the presidential rally. There was some things that I personally feel like was valid, and I feel like there's some things that he could have went about a better way about. So we're just gonna go ahead and recap some comments on the round table and have a discussion about it. So, JB, actually no. Jazz, I'm gonna start with you. What are your thoughts on his comments in his rally in North Carolina?
I feel that Kanye is probably, if he is actually on the ballot to running, then he is the most honest candidate that we have. We
Hmm.
can definitely rely on Kanye to say whatever is on his mind, whether it be for the best of everyone or just for the best of him. He talked about the whole Planned Parenthood thing, which he came up with the idea that uh, if you're a single mother and you can't afford to have a child, then you'll pretty much be able to get $1 million. And if you're able to get that $1 million, would you consider keeping your child and raising them, so that way you don't need Planned Parenthood anymore? So the girl was pretty much like, you sound crazy, because how are you're not able to fund that? And he says, you're right, I'm not able to fund it, but I do have the platform to speak to the people and bring that idea forth. Um, I like the fact that he is quick on his feet and trying his best to be innovative with his ideas, regardless of what everybody else is saying. Sometimes Kanye makes sense to me. So yeah, that's what I have to say. So
Okay,
far my vote goes to Kanye.
okay. All right, let's go here. JB, what's your thoughts on all this?
I don't want to go.
You don't want to go?
No, I don't want to go next.
All right, all
I
right,
don't want to go
all
next.
right, all right. Cool, cool. So I guess I'll go. Whatever. Right. So I'm just gonna break down some bullet points, and there's some, the media loves to do. They love to, point out the negative about a lot of things, and all I saw, in the beginning was the Harriet Tubman comments and stuff, which, there is some truth to that, but at the same time, why do you need to say that? You know, So yeah, he could, I understand he speaks whatever's on his mind, but you know, it kind of is, it concerns me a little bit about those random comments and things like that that he makes. Um, the whole abortion idea that Jazz mentioned, I think is interesting. I wouldn't directly shoot it down. I think with some modifications and stuff like that, maybe it could work. Um, I'm not sure if that would be a good thing or a bad thing, though. We have to see what happens. He talked about marijuana being free. I'm not so sure about that, but maybe make it more reasonable of a cost than what it is now. Allow, for them to have guns and things like that as well. So there's some things on that I feel like need to be tweaked, but he's in support for that. Um, there's other things he talked about that he had. I think it was the school system and everything. How they don't teach us, how to actually live. They just teach us basics. And I do have to agree with him on that, on those standpoints where, in our educational system right now, it's very poor. When we get out of high school, we don't really know anything. We don't know how to really survive in life. And I think we need to go back a few steps and really implement, things and teach kids things to be able to live, right after high school as a grown person. So that's pretty much what I have to say in a nutshell. It doesn't sound too bad. I don't know if my vote will go to him or anything, but I'm still on the fence about a lot, about everyone right now. So that's all I have to say right now. Um, I guess I'll go ahead and go to Ashley, and then we'll get to JB.
So if I'm not mistaken, he already dropped out the race, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
Really? Okay, because I saw something that he already dropped out the race. I think that Kanye is a very charismatic person. And if you look throughout history, the most memorable presidents are very charismatic, the ones that everyone likes. Because if you really think about it, this is going to sound a little bad, but the average voter isn't voting for someone who's going to actually benefit the country. They're voting for someone who, one, I'd like to have a beer with them, or two, they're voting for someone who will give me the most free stuff. And if you look at throughout history, Reagan was a great president, very charismatic. Bill Clinton was very charismatic, and Obama was very, very charismatic. And Kanye will be too. He fills in all those blank spaces. I think that there is something that is mentally unwell with Kanye. So he's a great orator, but there is something that he needs to deal with himself personally. Um, the rally was a huge indicator of that. He could have held all those emotions. He could have said what he said without the emotional reaction. And um, Jad said something like, "It makes sense to me." I didn't understand his words until he emotionally reacted, and I was like, "Oh, this is something that's very personal to him." And I think that's something that connects us as the viewer and as the leader to us. Which, and when was the last time we actually really related to a president? Which not that he's in any position to be a president right now, because I think that this might sound a little bad, but what's the role of the president? The role of the president is to be the commander in chief. You are in charge of our military, our air force, our navy, etc., etc. I don't want someone who's emotionally unstable in charge of that. I also think that this is something that you and I talked about also, Wynton, before. What are the qualifications to actually be president? If any Tom, Dick, or Harry, or Susan, or Mary can run for president, that doesn't seem very. I, JB's moving around. I can tell you want to rebuttal me, but I just feel like if you're going to be the commander in chief, shouldn't you have some kind of military background? Shouldn't you have some kind of army training of just a little bit? No, maybe not. But it's kind of like I'm. This might be a little far fetched, but I wouldn't hire a vocal coach who has never performed on Broadway. I just wouldn't do that because you have no idea what it's like to actually compete. You know. What else did you say? Kanye's known for saying something that's extreme, but it makes people think, which I love about him. Like when he said the comment about slavery was a choice, people took that little clip and they ran with it. Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves. People took that little clip because it stirred something with them emotionally, and they ran with it. And I think that he's presenting ideas to us that we never really confronted because we never had to confront those ideas. Um, the whole abortion thing, that's a shitty idea. Are we allowed to curse on here?
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
Okay.
You asked
Oh,
that
sorry.
last time.
grown woman.
Sorry. I just want to make sure. There's so many things. Sorry. The whole abortion idea is a terrible idea because can you imagine how many women would get pregnant just for the sake of getting money? That's a,
And that's I'm sorry to cut you off. That's why I kind of say I don't know if that's a good thing. We'd have to find out if it is. But go ahead.
yeah, which the president can say, I'd like to make this a law, but the Congress has to pass it. So all these false promises that the presidents make to you while they're in their campaigning does not mean that it's going to be passed. They're just promising you pretty lies. That's simply it. And then last thing, Kanye's just the cool version of Candace Owens, the cool, emotionally unstable Candace Owens. That's it. He's just making it even more cool to vote, which is good. We need people to vote. Yes, go ahead, go out there and vote. But he just needs a little time. Maybe sometime in the future. But right now, he needs to focus on getting mentally well. That's it. That was really long. I apologize.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay.
That's okay. Don't curse at me with your passive words.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no. I actually kind of agree with you. I agree with you.
For
So
once in your life. Okay.
yeah, once in my life, I must be going crazy. Woo! No, I agree with you though. I agree with everything you said. Yeah, I wouldn't vote for Kanye. To be honest, I don't even know where to really start. It's like, where is our country going right now? So I'm gonna say this right here. Uh, like you said, they're gonna say whatever's kind of fits to make them more power, or maybe make them. Hold on, right quick.
Aw.
All right. So while he's on mute, I'm gonna say this. I have to strongly disagree about that comment with Kanye and Candace Owens. I think they're nothing alike as far as being an opposite sex. Candace Owens, Kanye, I think, he speaks more. He speaks more. I don't know. Candace Owens. I know both of them piss off black people a lot, but I think
Mhm.
with Candace Owens, I don't really think she even knows who she really is.
And
Mhm.
Kanye don't know
You
who
know,
he is.
no, Kanye knows who he is,
No, he do not. He's
but
lost,
but
and he's a lost brother. Yeah, just the
mhm,
hold on. Just the other day, he was just hugging Trump and kissing Trump and saying, "Oh, this is the best guy in the world." Now he want to run in a race with him or run a race against him. He don't know who he is. Yeah, musically, he's a great music artist, but a president, he's not a president. The president we got is not a president. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. What is this world coming to? Oh, we just put anybody in office. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know where to even start. Like, yeah, what he's saying, yeah, about black people, about Harriet Tubman. Yeah, it makes sense, but in a stupid fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, oh, she didn't free the slaves. She made them go work for somebody else. Well, what other choice do you got? You want to stay here in North Carolina in the South and get killed and hung, or you want to go over there and try to survive somewhere else where they're not killing you? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
mhm,
yeah, you talking, but you just talking. He need help. He need to find himself. He's stupid. He's just making comments and trying to pick a point and trying to make a point about something. He need professional help. He really need it. Like, he need a black woman in his life, probably. You know what I mean? And to say shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? And get your life together or something. But
Mm.
to sit here and say, oh, he ain't mentally ill. Just yesterday, he was kissing Donald Trump in the mouth up there in the office, saying, "Yeah, he's the best president in the world. Let me get on his team." And now he's
It,
saying, "Well, I don't think I agree with Donald Trump." Well, really, he needs to find something about himself that he really needs to want to do. Yeah, this president's thing. All we need to be a president is to be of age. You don't need no degree. You don't need no military training. All you need is to be popular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's something wrong with that. There's
Yeah.
something wrong with the system. There's something wrong with what's going on. This is not how it should be. If you in the military, right, or if you in the a cop or something, right? I gotta listen to you because you're popular. Bitch, you gonna lead me to get killed. You ain't never been in battle. You ain't never been in war. You don't know nothing. You just gonna leave this country into destruction, just like we in. So I don't see why going to him another mental case. We going from Donald Trump to Kanye West. We just gonna be in a fucking hell. That's what we gonna be. So just lead us in destruction. I'm ready. I got my gun, so let's go. You know what I mean? I'm ready for war. That's what we're gonna be
mm,
in. So we're gonna be in the war. We're gonna be more of a what did Donald Trump do when he first got into office? He fired all the people who could fix this coronavirus. So what you think Kanye is gonna get smarter all of a sudden? He's a smart person. I'm not saying he's dumb. You know what I'm saying? He's smart. He just needs guidance and help. And being president is not guidance and help. You know what I'm saying? He
mm-hmm.
needs to figure out something else, figure out his own life. He want to divorce his wife. So I don't even know. He need to figure that shit out before he need to come over here and be president. You know what I mean? So I don't want him in the White House. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want the White House to be the White House. You know what I mean? So something need to be changed in the system. Something need to be changed with the police. And I don't think Kanye West need to do it as a president. He could do it as Kanye West. He's just as important. You know what I'm saying? He could still make a difference without being a president. You know what I mean? Now, him being a president, he's just gonna fuck it up and fuck his life up, and that's just how I feel.
Okay.
Even more.
Do you guys think that Kanye is having? Sorry, forgive me for interrupting you. But
No,
do you
I'm
guys
done.
think that? Do you think that Kanye is having a Dave Chappelle moment right now?
Dave Chappelle moment is that's the total different. Dave Chappelle walked away from money because they wanted him to change his show. You see what I'm saying? That's totally different. And he walked away because he was having a big show. They wanted him to change the show, or they didn't like a skit, and it kind of saddened him. So he said, "I'm walking away. I'm done. I'm not going to be in the TV no more." That's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Kanye is saying, "Oh, I want to be the shit." That's what he's saying.
Mm,
If he can do it, I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a white boy that's in there now, Donald Trump. Oh, since a black man named Obama, who probably wasn't in this country, can do it, I can do it too. So he's saying, I'm going to do it too. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just being a proud person. You know what I mean? And like I said, I don't have nothing against Donald Trump. I don't have nothing against Kanye West. But as a leader, that's like me walking into your job saying, oh, I'm the boss now. And you be like, nigga, you ain't never did this shit before.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like how you I'm the boss because everybody voted me in. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And really nobody even voted Donald Trump in. He got elected off the electoral votes, not off the popular votes. You know what I mean? And I still don't understand that shit. You know what I mean? So we can vote for who we want to vote for. They still gonna manipulate it. They still gonna put who they want in, and that's what they doing now. Kanye is manipulating the system, maybe to take our mind off of something to distract us, and he's becoming more of a coon than a black person, and that's just how I feel.
mm. So there was one thing that I heard JB say in reference to his comments, and he said, and I want to ask you this, Ashley. Do you think Kim Kardashian, being, I guess she's white, I'm not sure what she is, being who she is, or what she is, plays a role in him being mentally ill? or at least coming out there like the way he is?
She is a mixture of Middle Eastern and Caucasian. Um, but I think that the Kardashian slash Jenner family were very groomed on how to behave in Hollywood society, and I do think that she does play a part in trying to groom him in a unhealthy way because he is. I feel like there's a difference between a rapper and an artist, and I feel like you guys understand what I'm saying. Where it's like there are rappers who just want the fame, they just want the glitz and the glamour, but there are artists who are like, I just want to put my art out there, and if I happens to make money, then that's great. And I think that she is manipulating him in a negative way.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
I think that he should, and I for lack of sounding cheesy, he should get out.
Okay. And so do you think that if he had a strong black woman behind him, yeah, things would be different?
No, he just fuck that shit up.
Okay.
Because
I
he need
I
look anybody that's with him, white, black, Chinese, blue. He need professional help for himself. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm mentally something wrong with me, I need to find and seek that help for me. You know what I'm saying? Before I get into another situation. So anybody he was with, he just gonna fuck it up. You know what I'm saying?
but but environment still matters because I can pay to see Dr. Phil. Not to say he's the most qualified, but I could pay to see Dr. Phil. If I'm still going home to an abusive partner, it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
So like it's like he needs to fix his circle, which it seems like a lot of rappers don't want to be around him.
Yeah, that was interesting that he mentioned about Lil Baby not wanting to do a collaboration with him, and he reached out and
Yeah.
everything. And I'm like, that's interesting because Lil Baby's even got, he's got collaborations with a lot of artists that's, from back when Kanye was coming up. So it's kind of interesting on that end. So we're gonna go ahead and get into our final thoughts on this, and then we're gonna go ahead
Okay.
and move to the next comment, to the next section.
Okay.
Any final comments, Ashley?
Um, I think that we need to look at Kanye more with empathy and be less judgmental because he's presenting some really, really interesting ideas to us, subjects that we do need to question. I'm all about asking why right now. I'm all about it. So if something doesn't make sense to you, then ask yourself why does it not make sense? It will get you in trouble. Maybe I'm the last person to I've lost lot of jobs because of this. But maybe I'm the last person to take advice from. But
Elaborate, like elaborate more of a Kanye. Like, what do you like? Ask why or what he's saying.
ask why
Like, what would you ask why with Kanye? Why? What?
why why do we take the presidential elections so seriously as opposed to local elections when the president is the last person who's going to take care of us? It's the people. And if anything, this coronavirus is proving that the person who cares about us, who not cares, but the person who's going to, the person who oversees us, whatever, it's a person who is our governor, who is our mayor. But everyone is saying, "Oh, Trump is making us wear a mask." No, he's not. It's your mayor who's making you wear a mask. It's your governor who's making you wear a mask. So if you didn't vote for your local election, that's no one's fault but your own. You know what I'm saying? So like just make sure that you're asking why, be empathetic. Also, talk to your friends and family who have mental health issues and just make sure that you're being supportive. Cause his mental breakdown on stage was real. That was nothing staged. That was not an Oscar performance. That was a real human being having a mental breakdown and we're making fun of it. And that's not a joke. That is not a joke. But but be grateful that he was able and willing to be vulnerable with us like that to show that I am a celebrity and I do have feelings and there's something wrong with me that's not okay. And if you can cut this out if you want to, if something was to happen to him tomorrow, all of you guys and the whole entire world would be like, oh, I loved all his music, and that's hypocritical as fuck.
Why? I
That's
like his.
it.
I say I like his music now.
No, not
Uh,
you, not you. No, I mean, everyone in human nature, everyone would say, everyone was talking shit about him would be like, "Oh, R.I.P. Kanye." You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Not you though.
uh,
Not you. This is not attack on you guys. Because I
okay,
love you guys. Don't fire me. Please don't fire me. Oh my god,
no.
I can't get fired again, please.
Well, I don't think anybody will attack his music. His music is solidified. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like his music is already hit number one charts, broken records. So I don't see anybody that can really say, "Oh, Kanye make trash music" or anything like that. But he do say some trashy ass shit. You know what I mean? He do make some trashy ass points. And far as his breakdown, yeah, I don't like to see another person break down. But on the other hand, that's not my problem. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I feel bad, but at the same time, go find help, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want no president breaking it. I want a person like Obama, who been there before, talking with some backbone. Hey guys, we're gonna get through. We're gonna break through. We're gonna get this. I don't want no president got to have emotional breakdown. You leading the troops, we can die. Like I was in the military. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I seen people die going to Iraq, going to other people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure y'all got family members or family members out there that's in the military, in the Navy, in the Army, in the Coast Guard, that's counting on, not just the president, but on people, on your leader, and he's the head chief of command. You know what I'm saying? And that's the first thing they teach you in the military. So the president is the head chief of command. So yes, I want somebody that's going to lead us to success and not lead us into crying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can. I feel bad. I get sad, but at the same time, I'm not trying to be the president right now. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I would love to sit down and hear what he have to say, and or not hear what he got to say. I would love to sit down and talk to him, or hear his things, but don't make stupid antics. Don't have a fucking show where you're supposed to be doing music and you sitting there talking the whole time. People done paid thousands or hundreds of dollars to come see you perform. Now you just sitting there talking the whole time. You got people walking out. You know what I'm saying? So it's bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot bigger than that. It's bigger than what he got going on. Can
Mhm.
he? Is he a great person? He could be, or I don't know. But is he a great president? Not what he's showing me. Would I vote for him? Hell no. And I think whoever will vote for him is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Is mentally retarded. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry if I'm talking about, whoever, but that's just how I feel. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm not voting for
All right, good stuff, man. My final comment, Kanye 2020. Let's go. All right, so um,
him. Go
I
ahead.
mean, honestly, can care less about the topic, but let's go on and go to our next topic. That was a good segment, guys.
Yeah, of course.
Really enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying?
It's
You
our
know,
future. I mean,
the
I care about the topic because it's our future.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
definitely is, but and I understand it could be concerning to us, but we have nobody to blame with us if we're not going out to vote at the end of the day, and we're condoning these people, we're giving these
That's
people
point.
views, we're giving these people clicks, we're giving these people all this stuff. We're the ones giving them attention. We're the
Exactly.
ones clicking on their articles and making them more popular. Dumb people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, at the end of the day, I try my hardest not to click on these people's articles and stuff like that, but I can't do
Yeah.
it by myself. It
You're
has to be
fact.
a collective effort, at the end of the day.
Who,
So,
whoever whoever we
mhm,
vote for is just a reflection of us.
correct,
Mm.
correct. And whoever we're entertaining is just a reflection of us. And people
Mhm.
don't even think about it that way. Um, you know, so let's go ahead and go to our next topic. All right. Some kind of relationship topic, guys. A little relationship topic. And unfortunately, Jazz looks like she's not returning for the night. But you know, she'll be on next week, and we'll keep it rolling.
Yes,
So our
sir.
next topic, if okay, so scenario situation, right? If your baby mother or father got into it with their current situation, should the ex step in? I'll repeat it. If your baby mother or father got into it with their current situation, such as their current situation as a relationship, should the ex step in? All right. JB, you look anxious.
Oh,
You look
me?
anxious, man. You look anxious. You know what? You ain't want to go early last time. Now you gonna have
I
to go
go
early
this
this
time.
time.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
let's go.
You want me to go first?
Go ahead.
All right, man. I'm gonna apologize in advance because I might not give a direct answer.
Okay.
Okay, I might not. Okay, so to me, it depends on the situation. Okay, there's a lot of scenarios. Okay, when it comes to play, when you say, when I ask this question or when somebody asks this question, you know what I mean? What type of baby daddy are you? You know, what type of person are you? What type of person is the female? You know what I'm saying? Because if you get into a situation and you know and you have my baby, you know, and I don't never call my baby, I don't never do nothing for my baby, I don't buy my baby clothes, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just a deadbeat dad. And something happened to you, do I have the right to step into your relationship all of a sudden and say, "Oh, I'm dad"? I say no. You know what I'm saying? That's not your, you know, I hope you got some brothers, hope you got some cousins or something. But if you're a deadbeat dad, no. Now, if you love your kids and you're there and you're doing your thing, and, you know, of course you have to step in because, you know, that's your kid, even though you're not with the female. And it's nothing to do with their relationship. It's mostly to do with the baby. You don't want your baby around that type of stuff if they have that type of stuff going on and, you know, going to continue to go on. So that's what I say. That's why I apologize in advance. I'm not gonna give a direct answer. And it also depends on the woman, you know. You can't protect every woman, man. You protect one woman and then she running back to that situation, you know, and it's like you know, your hands tied, you know, you just the ex at the end of the day. You know what I mean? The decision is up to her to really make that choice to step in and make a change. So it's so many variables, it's so many scenarios, but I'm gonna start it there, and I'm gonna make my direction as we go ahead and through this conversation. That's what I'm gonna say.
All right. Ashley, any comments?
With the initial question of if they were having an altercation, would you intervene? I would say no.
Mm.
I do think that parents do have an obligation to show kids how they should be loved. But that does not mean that don't show kids that mommy and boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever, don't fight. It's okay to have healthy fights in front of your kids. And it's okay to pull them. And I hate that we treat kids like idiots sometimes, though, because the kids are super smart right now. They're way smarter than we are right now, than we were when we were growing up.
What if it wasn't healthy?
Um, they're smart in their own way.
You guys must not know some very smart kids.
No, it's
Okay.
not about that because it's not about that because when we were growing up and in the past, and I'll let you finish, you know, they were growing up to know trades, so they were smart in that way. Kids
Oh,
that's grown
okay.
up today don't have trades,
No, okay.
so
Well,
they're more smart with other things.
I
You
mean,
know what I'm saying?
so when I say smart, I mean emotional intelligence. Forgive me.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean emotional intelligence. I think it's
Okay.
okay to vocalize to your child, "Hey, mommy and boyfriend or daddy and girlfriend had a fight, and here is why." Because we need to teach them how they should be loved. And my main concern is if it's something violent, I would for sure intervene. 1,000%. Especially if that person who is not because I don't know why my mind immediately ran to the documentary on Netflix about the kid who was killed because his
Mm.
mom and his stepdad were beating on him. And the dad, he had no idea about this. Absolutely none. So
Wow.
Yeah. Oh my god, I couldn't finish the whole documentary because I was just bawling. But I do think that it is important to be involved because I do think co-parenting is kind of cool in a kind of way. I mean, I don't have any kids, so I wouldn't know the frustration that surrounds around it. But also, like, that kid is getting four times the amount of love in their life. So why can't we see this more as love as opposed to a competition kind of thing? Because I was dating a guy, and I was she was biracial, and I was trying to show her how to pick makeup for her skin complexion, how to buy hair products for her hair type, and her mom got very mad at me, so I stepped back, because I respected that, but I'm also like, oh, you're also kind of stifling your daughter, but I'll step back, like so it's
Wow.
like, yeah. So
Mhm.
I think that instead of treating your child like a pawn, make sure that they're involved in the conversation, and there are words and ways to communicate to them that you're not talking to them like an adult. There are ways to talk, to communicate with them that their age, but also showing them in the future that, hey, when you if you do meet someone like this in the future, this is a red flag, and whatever. That's
Uh,
it. No,
uh,
you want
I
you.
got a question.
I have an answer.
All right, all
Maybe.
right. I know you say you don't have kids, but is it okay, Wynton? You
Well, go
good?
ahead.
Okay. All right. I just want to put you in the scenario, right? You had a
Okay.
kid,
Yes. Yeah.
okay? You have a kid, okay? And the kid is with the daddy right now, and the daddy gets into a whole new relationship.
Mhm.
And you find out the girl is whipping on the daddy in front of the kid.
Mhm.
Would you, as the mom, even though they got their own situation, would you step in?
Like, as in, get in my car and go to the house at the moment?
Yeah, would you step in and would you
No.
say something?
No.
What would you
I'd
do? You
I
wouldn't?
would I would talk to my child later, and then I call him later, because right then and there in that moment, it's just that's going to create an extra traumatic experience for that child.
Mm, okay. Yeah, seeing his mom fighting too. Okay. Because I know
Yeah,
some
and then
guys.
and then the cops will just get involved, and, like, let's just not make it ugly. Let's try to let's in 2020, let's try to get the cops less involved as possible for
Okay.
everything.
All right. So now that I asked that question, one more thing: is a guy wrong for stepping in and going over there?
Yes, I'll always say that, though. I'll
Mm,
always say the guy is wrong
okay. All right. That was my question. Go ahead,
Why?
man.
Why is that?
because guys are always wrong because they're
Mm,
What?
because they were born with the wrong genitalia.
Mm.
mm.
That's okay. All right.
Okay.
But that's a
All right.
joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. I'm trying to make Winton laugh. My goal is for every episode to make Winton laugh at least once an episode.
Well,
So
good luck with that.
Yeah, I don't laugh like that, but it's a tricky situation. On me, I'm just gonna keep this short. I don't have any kids, and I'm just gonna be real. I can't imagine those scenarios.
Yeah.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? I really can't. So I haven't been through it. I don't know what it's like to have a child, or anything, or to care for one. So I really can't really get too much into hypotheticals. Um, would I step in? My mind tells me yes, but I have no clue of what it is until it actually happens, or if it actually happens. And I have to agree with Ashley though. The whole co-parenting thing can be a good experience if everybody cooperates. You know what I'm saying,
mhm.
for a child. I have a friend that it works for. You know, they all live in a household, and there's four parents in there, and they're all being loved, one another. Go ahead, Ashley.
I was also gonna say that it doesn't help if the parents are talking bad about each other
Correct,
to the child,
correct, correct.
because then it
Um,
confuses them, because it says, should I like mom more or should I like dad more, and that's just gonna
hmm
cause $1,000 of therapy in the future.
it's true. It's true. So that's my comments. I'm just gonna keep it short on that. I don't really know what it's like, and these kind of topics, like if everybody knows the history of me on these shows, when it come to if the baby mama stuff, I don't have one, so I really can't talk about it. I really don't like to talk about it because, like I said, with what the way I feel now, yeah, but I'm not sure how I feel, when I actually have one. So I just have to leave it at that.
All right, I got a question for you, Wynton.
What's up?
All right, so right, say you had a kid, okay? All right, and the kid is with you, and you and your girl get into a situation, right?
Mhm.
No, no, no. I'm sorry, I asked it wrong. You didn't have a kid, but a girl had a kid. The girl had a kid, and you
Mhm.
got with the girl,
Mhm.
okay? And y'all get into a little altercation, and the guy come over there, the dad
Right.
come over there. So you still don't have a kid, but you with a
Mhm.
girl who have a kid, and y'all
Mhm.
having a little argument or whatever,
Mhm.
because every relationship has arguments. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And the guy feel like he need to step in. Like, do you feel like he's right for stepping in?
You know, he, at the end of the day, once again, I really can't, you know, blame anybody or knock anybody on how they feel about what they feel like their child to see.
Would you
You
want to
know what I'm
keep
saying?
dating the girl?
Without what?
Would you want to keep dating the girl if that happened? Say if like you
At
talk
the
to
end
your
of the day, the
girl.
girl's gotta have my back at the end of the day as well.
Hmm.
If she really wants to be with me and if she feels like I'm the one that actually, is there for the child as well and everything, she's got to have my back at the end of the day. And if she doesn't have my back, then she's actually telling me the side she chooses. So it's her responsibility. I got to hold her accountable. Just like I have to hold myself accountable for anything I do. So if she's not doing her job and making sure that everything is good on baby daddy's in and everything, then it's an issue. So if they come to my house, if the baby daddy come to my house and if there was an argument or whatever, at the end of the day, I ain't no bitch. So he come to my house, he starts some shit with me, and I'm the one paying bills here. Yeah, you're gonna get his ass whooped or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it's had to be is what it's got to be.
Yeah.
But we don't have to do that. you know, we,
Hmm.
we
Hmm.
we should be able to work along and make it right. And if not, then we have to just figure another situation out.
How do you guys deal with disagreements with your partners?
We have conversations. At least for me, you have a conversation and you talk about it, and you sit each other down. You come to an agreement at the end of the day. You know, it may
You
be 60-40, it may be 50-50, it may be 70-30, but come to some kind of agreement.
That's a loaded question. I don't know.
like so when you and your partner argue, like, is it always calm? Like,
Oh no. No. I mean, sometimes it's calm, sometimes it's heated, but that's the thing. Like, I don't. You do you know how? What is a smart argument? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
wow,
So
wow.
you don't know. You don't know until you're in it. You don't know until you get into that situation of how you feel, what's leading to that, how you been feeling. So when you ask that question, how do you deal with the conflict? You just take it how it comes.
Hmm.
Take it really how it comes, and try
Hmm.
to make the best decisions at that moment. Without emotions and without, yeah.
How do you deal with it, Ashley?
I
You ain't
don't.
got that to me.
I don't. I don't. No one likes to argue with me. It's always I'm wrong and they're right. Honestly.
Mm.
So you give them like the silent treatment.
No, I don't give them the silent treatment. Like, they like I said, they always think that I'm wrong and they're right. So it's like I submit, and then
Uh,
I try to get over it the next day, and then it keeps boiling up for me.
I find a hard time believing that.
Really?
Yeah,
It's true.
Yeah, I found it hard.
The eruption is me because I held on to it, but it's always like you're overreacting.
Hmm.
What I was gonna say? Um, so something I was taught years ago was
By who?
some dating coach person. They said that don't never go to bed angry. Literally, this was a year, like 8 years ago, right? But then I recently saw something like literally like 2 weeks ago that said that it's okay to go to bed angry. What do you guys think about that? Like, do you guys go to bed angry? Like,
Well, I don't know. It depends on how if you're talking about this situation on the topic, it depends on how it ended. And at the end of the day, if I do go to bed angry, it won't be with her. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
that's true. That's true, though.
why sleep in the same bed with somebody that you really having hard time, being in love with at the moment or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, it just depends on how that situation ended. But I've heard that saying too before, and um, it's one thing that I try to strive for every night. Don't always work out, but try to strive for that every night at least. At the bare minimum. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Do we still love each other enough to go to bed with each other and wake up to each other and try again or whatever the case may be? So
Yep.
that's all I have to say in regards to that. Any thoughts, JB?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty much on the same. Don't go to bed angry. I don't totally agree with it. But yeah, that is a way to go. But I would say don't go to bed angry, and if not that, don't go to bed without understanding. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Wow.
Because even if like okay, even if we argue, you know what I'm saying, and we get over it, it's still gonna be on my heart. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna feel some type of way. You know what I mean? But at least we have some type of understanding where, look, I love you, you love me. We're mad right now. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you're not gonna even figure it out in one night. You know what I mean? So just to say don't go to bed angry, we gonna be up all night. We ain't never going to sleep. Nah, so nah, I mean, just have that understanding like, hey, we're gonna go ahead and lay this to bed right now. We'll talk about it another day. We'll pick it up. You know what I'm saying? So at least we have an understanding. So don't go to bed angry. Yeah, that's a good way to go. That's probably the best way to go. But it's not always, sometimes you gotta compromise and be like, look, we have an understanding that we together, we're fighting, we understand that we're fighting, and we're gonna let it go right now, and we'll pick it up another day. So we just, you know,
I
so it
like
ain't fighting. Yeah, you like that?
All
I like that. I was like that was like the perfect ending.
Hey man,
right.
I do what I can.
Jesus.
Exactly.
Shucks,
Exactly.
shucks. You
So
messing
anyway,
with Wynton and Joe, everyday heroes. What do you think? You know what I mean?
all right, so good segment, you guys. You know what I'm saying? We have about 12 minutes left, so we'll get into some final comments and we'll get into some closing statements and everything. Ashley, any final comments, any final statements? IG, anything you got going on?
Oh wow, I completely even forgot what this subject was about. So baby mama, baby daddy drama. I think that this is gonna be a little far fetched, and forgive me if this sounds a little right wing, but why don't we learn right now? And when I say we, I mean people, generation, what is it, Z, Y, X, whatever like that. Why don't we learn now to wait for someone who is deserving? Why don't we wait until we get to that point in our lives where we feel ready to have a child? Because this discussion shouldn't be had in the next 20 or so years. So let's just wait for it. Right now, present tense, if you are in that current circumstance, um, Try to be understanding and empathetic, and just vocalize to your child what's going on, so that way they're not thinking that mommy and daddy don't love each other, which means that they don't love me. Because a lot of times the kids do think that. They take the hate that they see and they internalize it for some reason. I don't know why. Science, psychology, whatever.
Mirror is called having mirror neurons. That's what children have. Strong mirror neurons. They mimic everything you do.
Up there. What he said. Mirror. I can't say that word.
Mirror
Neuron.
neurons.
But
Go ahead.
if you want to see more of me, come see me on Instagram, the Aunt of Dragons. Also on Twitter, I have a YouTube channel called The Breakup Diaries. I don't know what I'm gonna post this week. I tried to do like a whole like what I'm doing, but I'm like, I'm just gonna wake up, see how I'm feeling. So just wake up every morning with me, see how I'm feeling. That's it.
Okay. All right. All right. And JB, any last
Hey,
comments? Any last thoughts? Plug in anything?
yeah, Everyday Heroes, Honor Dragons, real name Wynton, Grape 8 Media Entertainment, support the movement, support the brand, support, support, support. That's it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And definitely, I echo that. Great Bait Media Entertainment. Follow Jazz underscore B underscore nailed underscore it on IG. And find her, her content and find her nails and her designs and everything. It's good stuff.
It's
And
really good.
she's got really good stuff. She gave me some hair products and stuff like that. Good stuff. You see how nice my hair be looking and everything.
What? I
It's all
want
clean. You know,
stuff.
So she didn't get, but anyway, what I'm saying, make sure you guys follow her. Make sure you guys follow Aunt Dragons. Follow JB Written on IG. He's got his new IG page up. JB Written all together, and you have me, real name Wynton on everything. Follow me on there as well. In reference to final statements and to this topic, maybe one day I'll get there to the point I can, kind of talk about it. But for right now, I don't really, have much to say about it. And if it was my household in particular, and they had to bring that towards me, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to protect my household. You know what I'm saying? And that's just bottom line. I have a however many multi-thousand-dollar investment that I have, so I ain't trying to fuck that up for nobody. So
Yeah.
um
You'll be there soon, and then I can babysit and take pictures.
well, I don't know anything about that. But anyway. um
Inside joke, y'all.
yeah, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on every platforms at Everyday Heroes. This is real name Wynton, JB Written, and Aunt of Dragons on the show. This is Everyday Heroes signing out.